Dear Anne, this is me, Leyb. My grandfather Buddy was your favorite cousin, which makes you my distant cousin. You've always been a part of my life, and I feel the responsibility to keep your story alive and make a difference today. After your life in Amsterdam, you were brought to Camp Westerbork. Then you were put on a train to Auschwitz-Birkenau, the deadliest concentration and extermination camp of the Second World War.
Malheureusement, c'était le 3 septembre 1944 que le dernier transport à Auschwitz a été organisé. Nous tous sommes pris dans cette voiture de bestiaux où on nous a mis à Auschwitz. On a été en route 2 jours et demi, je crois.
Dear Anne, while hidden in the annex, you'd heard rumors about Westerbork, but you also heard of other crueler places in the East. You wrote, "If it's that bad in Holland, what must it be like in those faraway and uncivilized places where the Germans are sending them? We assume that most of them are being murdered. The English radio says they're being gassed. Perhaps that's the quickest way to die." Was this what you were thinking about when you were crammed into that freight train with more than 1,000 others?
On ne sentait rien, on était en soi, on n'a pas parlé beaucoup. Même, je n'aimais pas parler beaucoup à ma femme. J'ai seulement dit à mes enfants, si on survit et si je ne survis pas, vous connaissez l'adresse de ma mère, vous connaissez l'adresse de vos oncles, toujours il y a quelqu'un où vous pouvez aller. On parlait de ça, oui, mais on ne parlait pas beaucoup.
Your father urged you to go to your family, to my grandfather Buddy in Switzerland, if you survived. But in your heart, perhaps you knew that that was improbable. In the dead of night, the train reached Auschwitz-Birkenau, a concentration and extermination camp in Nazi-occupied Poland. It was pitch black. Dogs were barking, officers were yelling, people were screaming, children were crying.
Et en arrivant à Auschwitz, les femmes et les gens étaient séparés. C'était le dernier moment qu'on a vu Margot, Anna et ma femme.
Did you exchange glances? Did your father smile at you to comfort you? Children under 15, elderly people, pregnant women, young mothers with babies, or anyone appearing weak were immediately sent to the gas chambers. This meant that 371 people who were part of your transport were directly murdered. I can never fully grasp this part of your story. Sitting here beside the remains of one of the gas chambers, all I feel is empty. It's too unbearable to take in. I was deeply honored to meet Bella. She's Polish and was transported here before your arrival, Anne. She was around your age and had a similarly terrifying experience when she arrived.
We were in the train, I think, 3-4 days with nothing.
No food, no water,
Nothing.
no go out to do
Nothing.
to the toilet, and they do the toilet inside in the corner. And when people who died, they step on the dead people.
Yeah. All that the transport comes at night. And they say, put out your baggage, the name, and put it in a place. You take a shower, and you can find all your things. And I will go to my mother, and one person take me and no, not together.
And push you
on the other
side.
Because your mother was...
And my mother, I asked a day later, a Jewish, he worked there, and I told him, yesterday somebody take my mother, where is she? And she take me. Let's see. So, you see the fire there. my mother, they take her to take a shower with
guys.
אני תמיד למעלה, כי היו כאלה מבוגרים יותר שלא יכלו לטפס.
She's saying she was always at the top level because there were older people that couldn't go to the top level. Yeah.
We go לבית שימוש,
To the toilet.
in the toilet, when they want. One a day, 2 a day, not a lot.
Did you find friends here, or did you talk to people?
She didn't have many friends here, but because she was always the smallest, they called her Small Bella. Everybody wanted to take care of her.
Protect her.
You were saying that you wanted to be here because you think that it is very important to show that you are
Yes.
still alive.
No matter if you are Jewish or Polish or other. It's to be a
Human being.
human being.
Yes, I agree. Dear Anne, the place is huge. Over 1.1 million people were murdered here. Mostly Jews, but also prisoners of war, Jehovah's Witnesses, homosexuals, Sinti and Roma people, and several other ethnic groups and minorities. By the end of the Second World War, more than 6 million Jews had been murdered in what we now call the Holocaust or Shoah. There's a museum that can only show a fraction of the true scale of the horrors that happened here. I wonder if you realized how many people were going through this nightmare. Thousands of shoes, the suitcases, the glasses, silent witnesses of destroyed lives. I visited the Dutch exhibition in one of the old barracks, and there I saw you, the happy girl from Merwedeplein. On November 1st, 1944, you and your sister were selected to go on another transport. An eyewitness later wrote that when you and Margot's names were called, your mother yelled, "The children, oh God." Your father stayed here till the end of the war, although you didn't know that he was still alive. Your mother never left this place. She died at the age of 44, weakened and alone.
The story lives inside us. Our mission is to tell the story and to keep their story alive.
Yeah.
Today, there are not a lot of Holocaust survivors, and I hope that after your son got to meet Savta, the next ones, I don't know. My children, I don't think they will have the chance to meet Savta. So I really hope that after she won't be here, we will keep telling their story, and our children will keep their telling their story, and it won't die.
And growing up, the stories were always present. We talked about these things. I don't remember when there was the first time that I heard about the Holocaust. So somehow this really felt more like a heritage that was passed on to me. This is always with me, and that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like the horrors of this place and the agony and the pain is something, and the industrialization of murder is something that my mind just doesn't get. I don't even know what to say. I can just not understand the pain and the horrific things that millions of eyes must have seen during this time. Simply just not understanding how people can be capable of what happened there. Maybe that's it for the day.